Hi, I'm Erin Rigetti. We're here at BioPharm America in Boston. I'm here with Roger Pomerantz. He's the CEO of Ceres Health, and you're an early stage company with proprietary approach to microbiomics. Is that right? Microbiomics?
Yeah, that's good.
That could change how physicians approach infectious disease. And you're a Fierce 15 winner. Congratulations.
Thanks. It's great to win the FierceBiotech 15 this year, but it's especially great to win it in a new field, because that's the beauty of the microbiome, is this is all new territory, and we're going to be able to, in Ceres and in the field, use this new approach to attack many diseases that have not been amenable to therapy before. So that's what's really great about winning the award.
Oh, so what kind of diseases?
Well, you said that we're an early stage company, and we were, but because of our attack on C. difficile, we are now a phase 3 late stage company. And the reason is C. diff is the largest nosocomial infection in the United States now. It beat out MRSA a year ago. 700,000 people get it every year in the United States, 14,000 die. About 100,000 have recurrent C. diff. We have the first drug, in this case a microbiome drug, that cures those patients who otherwise would end up having recurrences or dying of the disease. So we're really excited about being able to use the microbiome and its first indication for this huge medical problem in the United States.
That's amazing. I mean, that's important.
It is.
And so that's your primary drug candidate?
Yeah, that's our first drug candidate. That's what I call the tip of the spear, SEER 109, to get at this recurrent orphan breakthrough group that needs drug that is going to cure them of the recurrent C. diff so quickly. Then the second drug that we're going to start in men next year is SEER 262, which is for everyone who has C. diff, again to treat them so they don't recur even once. And then we have a third drug that goes into first in human in 2016 called SEER 155 for other colonic invasive pathogens other than C. diff. So the microbiome is a platform, a lot like monoclonals were in the 1980s. Only we're going to continue to use that approach to grow out, starting with an orphan indication, then with a larger indication, all of C. diff, then other infectious diseases, and then we're doing very important preclinical research in other diseases that may relate there that we can use the microbiome, such as inflammatory diseases like Crohn's, such as metabolic diseases like non-insulin dependent diabetes. But we're starting at the low-hanging fruit, the thing that we have figured out and we can do. And then in this new field, we're going to gain knowledge and go harder, harder, and harder.
Wow. And that's kind of interesting to be able to apply that platform to infectious disease and inflammatory disease at the same time. I mean,
right. I think it's important, the question you asked about being able to attack infectious disease and inflammatory disease. Why is that? I think it's because the human microbiome, the several trillions of organisms that are in your colon right now, are not just doing one thing. If you remove your microbiome, if I were to sterilize your microbiome, you're not sick, you're dead. You can control your immune system, you can control your metabolism, and oh yes, you can't keep yourself from being infected with pathogens from the outside where the microbiome protects you, like C. diff.
So, being not a scientist, the microbiome how does it work?
Yeah, the microbiome works, and we're just learning this now, is that your colon is not a colon without this bacterial field, the microbiome. It's sort of a chimeric organ where it's both them and us working together. And it's a good example how not all bacteria are bad, not all bacteria are even neutral. Bacteria are important to sustain your life. And that's what the microbiome have, all these interactions with different cells in your colon and around the body, so that you can attack infections like C. diff by correcting the microbiome, because that's what it does. It protects you against invasive organisms. But it also helps control the inflammation in your gut. So you might be able to, and we are working on this, to use it to control inflammatory bowel disease. Mm-hmm. It also has crosstalk with cells that are important in your gut in controlling metabolism. So there is also approaches that we're looking at hyperlipidemia, diabetes. So the microbiome is not just there to even control infections. It has real interactions in making your colon a real organ. Alone, it doesn't work.
Right.
With the microbiome, it controls all these functions.
So this is really cutting edge. It's using your own body's tools and defenses to combat disease, which is like the new way of medicine, right?
No, that's exactly right. You're using something natural that you didn't even know was there 20 years ago. We thought that the bacteria in your gut was a byproduct of eating, and then you go through waste excretion, and that's it. What we now know is a diametric 180-degree turn. It's not just there. It's absolutely essential for human life. They evolved with us, we evolved with them, and we forgot about them. Now we realize that to control certain diseases, you have to attack not only your cells, but their cells.
Mm-hmm. It's interesting. I actually read a book lately which tried to say that our body's bacteria was basically controlling us, so that's kind of funny.
In some ways, the bacteria is not controlling you, but is doing their good job to keep you alive. I might say it that way.
Yeah, that's excellent.
So it's not like you're a zombie to the bacteria, but you are a chimeric organism. You are you, and you are them, and that's how you stay alive.
Together, yeah.
Together.
Well, again, congratulations on
Thanks.
Fierce 15. It sounds like you definitely have an interesting, innovative therapy. Tell me, what are you looking for here at BioPharm America? What kind of partners?
Yeah, so we're looking for people who can help us get drugs to patients as rapidly and as effectively as possible. So partners can be many things to us. I'm agnostic to what I'm exactly looking for. What we have as problems is, and they're good problems, we think this is worldwide drug. How does a small company not just do it well in the United States, but spread it throughout the world? It's very different to think about how you bring a life-saving drug to the US as a small or medium-sized biotech company, and also how are you going to get it to Europe, to India, to China, to South America. So we're sure that partnerships will be part of making this what we think it is, to start off with a worldwide drug and then a worldwide series of drugs. So we want to do what we do well, but we want help with what we know we're not going to do as well as a large partner. And those would be, how do you do this around the world?
Excellent. Well, Roger, very informative, very interesting. Congratulations
Thank
again,
you.
and it was
It's
a
a
pleasure
pleasure.
to speak with you.
It's great speaking to you too.
Thank you.